This isn't a charted guide born from personal experience. I haven't walked in a Kyoto garden, or savored the nuanced flavors of Genmaicha under a vibrant Japanese sky. But I've read, listened, watched, and wondered. Some stories, even from afar, can still be told with care. This is my attempt to recount a local, yet globally resonant story with the utmost respect and dedication, even from afar.
Genmaicha, a traditional Japanese tea, often goes unnoticed, overshadowed by the celebrated matcha. Unlike matcha's vivid green and ceremony, Genmaicha offers a humble, pale cup, an afternoon companion rather than a performance. When it first appeared, people called it the poor man's tea or the people's tea. Adding roasted rice made it heartier, a welcome comfort during leaner times. Japan's Muromachi period was a time of significant social and political upheaval. Life was austere for all, but especially hard for the commoners. Far removed from the opulent trappings of courtly privilege, the daily existence of farmers, monks and townsfolk was defined by simplicity and resilience. Tea was already a daily solace, but each leaf was precious. To stretch their small supplies, people began blending green tea with roasted rice, a simple act of thrift that became tradition. Some say it began by accident, a dropped grain, a monk's oversight, a merchant's experiment. Whatever the story, each version honors the same virtue, creativity born of scarcity. A legend tells of a servant named Genmai, who spilled roasted rice into his master's tea. Enraged, the Lord beheaded him, only to later discover the taste was so pleasing that the tea was named in his honor. It is a dramatic story, but scholars find no evidence of its truth. The Muromachi period was a time of paradox, scarcity and beauty intertwined. It gave rise to Zen gardens, monochrome ink paintings, and the first tea rooms built not for nobles, but for common monks and merchants. In these quiet rooms, a new idea took shape, that refinement need not depend on wealth, only on attention. While the tea ceremony celebrates serenity through precision, Genmaicha reflects another Japanese virtue, mottainai, an aversion to waste, a respect for what still has worth. To ignore what remains useful, to discard something that could still serve a purpose, is not merely a careless act. It's a small but significant act of disrespect toward life itself. It's an affront to the resources that created the item, the effort involved in its production, and the potential it still holds. That same spirit endures in kintsugi repair, careful packaging, and the gentle insistence on using every piece of wood. Genmaicha's flavor tells its story. Green tea brings freshness, grass after rain, while roasted rice hums beneath it with toast and caramel. Together, they create a cup that awakens and comforts at once. Energy wrapped in calm. What began as a filler for strained days has become one of Japan's quiet treasures. True to its label as the people's tea, Genmaicha asks for no ceremony, just care. In the quiet of your kitchen, combine a teaspoon of roasted rice and one of green tea leaves for each cup. Pour water just below the boil. Steep briefly, and taste warmth that once filled ordinary Japanese homes. At its heart, Genmaicha teaches the richness of simplicity. True worth is rarely measured by rarity or cost, but revealed through inventive blends and respect for every ingredient. It reminds us to look past appearances, to notice harmony rising from humble elements. Born of scarcity, it became a bridge across classes. Proof that comfort often lives in the simplest of pleasures. Every culture has found its own way to make the unfamiliar familiar. In India, black tea once imported from China met a swirl of cardamom, ginger, and milk, masala chai, setting up a new tradition. In Morocco, green tea from faraway hills found companionship in local mint and sugar, a meeting of worlds poured high and slow. Genmaicha belongs to that same lineage, proof that adaptation can be a form of artistry. In a world chasing novelty, Genmaicha quietly proves that substance and simplicity still matter. Once a frugal solution, it now sits beside lattes and matcha bowls. From Tokyo cafes to California tea bars, its toasty aroma comforts students and families alike, an ancient calm poured into modern cups.
This tea began as necessity and became art. In its steam rises a small truth. That contentment isn't found in excess, but in noticing what's already here. Every sip of Genmaicha is an act of gratitude, a bow to the ordinary that sustains us. This video is a soft reminder that beauty and satisfaction are often found in the ordinary, simplest, everyday things, just waiting for us to notice and love them. Come with us on more culture voyages.